What's up, everyone? This is a second generation Escalade dashboard, and a lot of GM cars, Escalades, Tahoes, they have bulbs that go out. And it kind of sucks when you have one bulb go out, because then you'll notice a dark spot at night. And if you're going to go ahead through the project and try to replace at least one bulb, you might as well just change them all at the same time. I'm not going with the original bulbs. This is what they look like, incandescent. I'm going with LED now. And basically you could get a nice good 30 pack from Amazon. These are hyper blue. So, and they're multiple LEDs. They're on the sides and there's one on the top. So what you do is you just bend these pins out. See these pins? If you bend the pins out, they slide right out of the casing. Now originally these bulbs sat on a base, which is right there. Okay, so now let's start from the beginning. What you're going to do is, of course, you're going to take out your dashboard. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. You break it, that's not my fault. Take out your dashboard and you're going to take out your cluster, right? You're going to disassemble your cluster. You know, there's clips and stuff like this. You know, the way to get the needles out, you take a fork, you slide a fork under the needles, slide them up. Before you take out the needles, you're going to put some tape on the face. Of course, I forgot to do that shit myself, but I digress. You're going to put tape where the needles sit when the car is off. Once you got that marked, you take a fork, you pop out the needle, and you pop out your faceplate. Once you get it to this stage, you're going to go back into the car, plug it back in. Be careful. You're going to get your voltmeter and you're going to test for positive. Now the way I tested for positive was I ended up taking the wire off of the bulb. I pulled one wire off of each bulb. Now if you notice, these are in the white area. These bulbs are in the black area. These are a different bulb for a different problem. This is a turn signal. This is engine light. The ones in the white area are the ones that I'm paying attention to only, because those are what illuminate the face. So first thing I did was I disconnected one side of each bulb, because I'm going to replace them all. I took out the little blue bases. I plugged it back in and powered it up, and I tested for positive. So you'll see I wrote a little pencil mark. Positive, positive. It's hard to see them, but they're all marked positive. Positive. And these are specific to polarity. If you notice on the bottom, it says positive on one side, negative on the other. So of course you want to plug these bad boys in the right polarity. Here's one I already did, and what I did was I took the base and I ripped off that extra little edge. It's pretty much melted anyway, because the bulbs get really hot. I rip off this little edge and I make it flat. You don't need the base, but it comes in handy because you don't want this thing touching where it's not supposed to be touching. So I put it on top of the base, bent the wire over a little, snipped it so it's not too long, and then proceeded to solder it in place. Now here's the next spot that I'm going to do, and I dropped a little bit of solder on there just to have something to play with. Because as you can see, there's nothing really there. So, back to this. Took the wire, bent it around the edges. You see this little edge right here? See that little groove? It's pretty much where the wire went around. So you bend the wire a little bit. You make it long enough where it can just come over into this little area right here. Of course, you don't want them touching. And that's all the wire you need. There's a lot of extra wire on these. Once you got that set up and the wire bent around, it kind of holds it together. Then you drop a little bit of solder. Then you're going to make sure you have the polarity correct. You're going to put it there. And then you just hit the solder. And it should connect. You don't have to sit there very long. You're not going to put tons of heat on this thing. I'm using my Weller. This thing is badass. I've built a lot of limousines and party buses with this thing on my side work that I do. So hopefully this helps you guys, and I'll maybe show you guys how it looks when I'm done. See you guys later. Alright, so now I want to show you how it would look when it's properly set up. Now, of course, I use the existing base. I took off that little skirt that's usually melted. And there's 2 grooves on each end. So I basically put the wire in the groove. And I cut it a certain length so that when I bend it over, it falls into that area right there. I don't want them getting any closer than that. And now I just make sure the polarity negative is on this side, and on my board negative is on the top. So I go like this, take my iron, get a little heat in there. Come on, buddy. Yeah, it's not. It'd help if I had the freaking thing on. Alright. Let's go. Negative. Gotta have patience. Be the Bob Ross of soldering. There you go. That's one side. Move this over a little. And that's how you professionally do it. I've seen people half-ass it and put sticks in here and black tape, and I know there's people that charge to do this online. Charge like $300. If you're willing to pay somebody, then that's cool. But it doesn't take much to do it yourself. Give it a little bit of love over here. Alright, and you just saw the process. So now I'll just make another one, assemble it, drop it there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. I'm probably going to be changing out these motors too, because these things go bad as well. But I got to do testing before I go ahead and decide. And I hope this helps you out. See you when I'm back. LEDs are installed. I lost a blue base over here, but oh well. If I find it, I'll pop it on. So basically this is how it should look. Here, 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 and here. Alright, so next time you see this, we'll be in the truck and I'll hit the switch. Okay, welcome back. I have not turned it on yet. I just plugged it into the dashboard. I don't have the faceplate on. I'm about to hit the lights. God damn. Yeah. This is a 2nd generation Escalade. That's between 2002 2005. This also applies to Yukon, Denali's, Tahoes, and other cars also that use the incandescent. Now, here's the Escalade faceplate, and hopefully I can put this on without destroying anything, just to give you a general idea how it would look. Now, I could also do this in RGB, which is red, green, blue, which is multi-wire. I could actually change the colors and stuff like that. I was going to do it with this one. I'm probably going to do it with my other Escalade. This is the white one, so this is going to be like a traditional white, blue, pearl white, blue. And I think my black Escalade, I'm going to do the RGBs all over. I'm going to eventually change all of that and have that all blue. So it looks beautiful in person. I mean, the video doesn't do it any justice. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, if you guys are trying to do this project and you're scared, shoot me a question and I'll hit you up. And enjoy. Have fun. could have an executive woman built by us. Interior done. Make sure you got brakes. Be careful. This is my video, so when y'all say, oh, the shit didn't run, I'm like, no, motherfuckers, it did run. Y'all fucked it up.
Why isn't the car running, Joe?
Motor's running perfectly fine. Interior's not installed yet. Got evidence. Evidence right here. That shit is fucking long. Should look like a submarine.
Well, Joe, why is the car not running, Joe? Joe, the car is not running, Joe.
Yeah.